Lawmakers left the Capitol on Thursday without reaching an agreement to prevent a shutdown of the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, setting up a politically charged funding lapse. The standoff is driven by sharp disagreements over immigration enforcement policy, leaving the agency's future in limbo as the weekend deadline approaches. Absent a last-minute breakthrough, funding for DHS is set to expire Saturday morning. Negotiations between Senate Democrats and the White House remain at an impasse. At the heart of the dispute is President Donald Trump's aggressive immigration agenda and Democratic demands to curb certain tactics used by agencies like ICE. Democrats have proposed a series of guardrails designed to tie DHS funding to policy restrictions on how enforcement is carried out. These include requiring judicial warrants before entering private property and limiting the use of face coverings by enforcement personnel during operations. Republicans have rejected these provisions, arguing they would significantly hamper the administration's ability to carry out immigration enforcement. Senate Majority Leader John Thune warned that negotiations are not close, signaling that neither side appears ready to concede ground. A senior White House official stated that the administration would not accept any concessions that meaningfully affect its enforcement authority. Democratic leaders Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries criticized the latest White House proposal, though they declined to release specifics publicly. This lack of disclosure suggests that while high-level negotiations are continuing behind closed doors, no clear path to a deal has emerged. While a shutdown carries high political stakes, the immediate impact on the public may be limited. TSA screeners are not expected to miss paychecks until March. Additionally, disaster relief funding appears sufficient in the near term, which could reduce the immediate political pressure to reach a quick resolution. However, the clock is ticking toward the State of the Union address on February 24th, which could be overshadowed by a prolonged funding lapse. Some Democrats have already discussed symbolic protests or even boycotts of the address if the standoff continues through next week. Senator Chris Murphy warned that passing reforms filled with loopholes would be unacceptable, calling current offers not serious. Senator Jeanne Shaheen has called for more direct face-to-face engagement, which she believes is critical to breaking the deadlock. Despite these calls, as of late Thursday, no such high-level face-to-face meetings had been arranged between the two sides. On the other side, Republicans face intense pressure from conservative voters to maintain strong immigration enforcement measures. Senator Thune acknowledged the risk of prolonged gridlock, warning that both sides could dig in and let this drag on for weeks. For now, lawmakers have been instructed to remain on call during their recess, waiting for any sign of a breakthrough. As the deadline approaches, immigration policy remains the central battlefield for Washington's budget wars. I'm reporting.